What is up, SML? I've got Primetime 000, Straw Blacks, and AJ. We're here with the SML Madden 25 draft order reveal, and then we're going to have a mock draft as well. How is everybody doing tonight? I know it's 9 o'clock. This is usually our SML countdown time to record. But how is everybody
Great,
doing
man.
tonight?
I'm fired up. I'm excited to be here with these legends, AJ and Straw and Bomber. I feel like the redheaded stepchild.
All
Feeling
right,
good,
so
feeling good, excited to get another cycle started.
yeah, I
Yeah, I
feel like
can't wait.
everybody's looking forward to getting these numbers out. So why don't we start with 17 to 32? Prime, you got anything you want to say before we get started?
Yeah, man, I am excited for Madden 25. Our eval team has put a lot of work into making sure this list is as fair and as accurate as possible, and we're about to get ripped to shreds afterward. I'm excited for my DMs, but honestly, one cool thing about the SML draft is look at last year. Colts go early, Steelers go early, lots of good teams or lots of people's favorite teams go early, so lots of good teams fall in the draft always. So really excited for this one.
All right, so let's start with 17 to 32, and we'll pull those up on the screen. So 32, we've got T Steel. I think that was pretty obvious. He just joined, so him and CC going to be 31, 32. Spooky at 30.
Yeah.
Steve MC at 29. Raider fan, he got, I think, a full season in before Madden 24 ended. QB Stud at 27. Stavo 26. DW 25. Filthy 24. KP at 23. NYT at 22. Torque at 21. Colt 20. Noel 19. Straw 18. Gutta 17. Any surprises there?
What do you think, Straw?
I think that shaped out exactly for me how I would have imagined it. No surprises there in the 32 to 17. And I'm just happy that I'm not down at 32. I was 32 last time, and I remember that feeling. But I think for me, this checks out.
Yeah, I think the only thing that
One
really
thing-
held your score back was the chat activity.
I think a couple Twitter posts there too.
Oh, yeah, you might have had some Twitter posts. All right, so let's hit 1 to 16 then. And that's Mike at 16. D-Muse missed a little bit of a season. He's going to come in at 15, probably lower than he's picked in a while. Doink at 14. Fig 13. Double Rice No Bean 12. Polly at 11, going to have trouble avoiding a lot of people. And then you've got top 10 is Tiny, Dump, Meats, QP, Woods, Dan, AJ, Matt, Bomber, and Prime. So what do you say we get started with a little mock draft here? That's our draft order. You can screenshot this and save it if you guys need to reference it later. I'm sure we'll post it. But so I'll start with Prime's pick, and I think there is something to him complaining about, people maybe not giving him credit for what he won with the Colts. But I don't buy the Eagles chatter. I think the team, if he doesn't go Colts, and I'm going to pick that he doesn't go Colts, but I think he goes Bears. Young. They're young. They have a quarterback already. I just think that's a perfect team for him. What do you guys think about that?
Maybe it's not a coincidence. Prime was talking about Caleb Williams earlier today. He's getting a good look at him in real life. See if he really wants to go with this guy.
Yeah, it's just
I see
I
that.
think he's going to go Colts, though. I think he's going to go Colts.
I also had Prime still going with the Colts. I think that there was just with all the excitement and the disappointment from the real life Colts of what happened with AR and what could have been. I just think it's too exciting to pass up on having that team again next cycle and with the Colts. But I do love the Bears for Prime. I think that would be a great pick. Great team. A lot of fun things to build on there. I would love to see Prime pick the Bears.
I'll say this. I'm not 100% sold on not taking the Colts, but this is the closest I've been to not taking them since I took the Chiefs and Chargers. The reality is you spend 9 seasons building a team up and then have to redo it all over again. It kind of sucks. Also, I went on a tangent about it. At the end of the day, it's all about Simbardi's. You win one with the Colts or 3 with the Chiefs or Eagles or something. The 3 is more than 1. That's all I got to say.
Yep. All right. So, Prime, we'll go with you next. Who do you have me taking it to?
If I'm taking the Bears, you're taking I'll say it, the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions. At the end of the day, Mad Bomber likes a team he can build around. He likes a team with assets in the draft. He likes a team with young players. Otherwise, he gets a little bored. Bomber gets a little bored. Now, he also wants a division where he can schedule with the guy who isn't a cornball. So look at me. I'm so clean. I schedule fun. I'm free after 5 p.m. It's just not an issue. And he knows that I'm going to put a dome on that Bears stadium. So he's taking the Lions.
Yeah, I could definitely see myself taking the Lions. There was probably another team I could take. I don't know who that might be, but there's some other teams in the running. All right. So that means Straw. Who do you have Matt taking at 3?
We've heard him talk about this a lot. Even at the end of his season, he sort of hinted towards
I respect that.
a potential reunion with a player on his team. And so I gotta say, I think Matt's taking the Ravens. I think he's getting back with Lamar. He didn't have enough time with them with trying him out last season, and so the gang gets back together, and he rides with the Ravens.
Yeah, I could see that.
Oh.
Odd to take them and then end up with a guy that he's not going to ever run with, but it's possible.
I respect
All on
Matt.
the sword.
All right, so AJ, and it works out. It's your pick. So if you want, we can skip you, or you can just give who you would mock.
Who are you picking, AJ? Where's Lori at? Let her make the pick.
A guy Alf here. We already had a Chiefs shirt actually, so we're going Chiefs for now. That's where we're going till we get our hands on the game.
Wow.
We're leaning Chiefs.
He's taking the Chiefs.
You heard it here first.
Yep, if they're there, I can see him taking the Chiefs. I think AJ's definitely going quarterback. But that leaves me.
I think AJ's going quarterback.
Yeah.
It fits his style, and I don't think he's afraid of the Chargers owner.
No, he might not be, but he's got to have a better cycle than he did this cycle. It didn't work out too well in Minnesota. So
that's a huge jump from Kirk Cousins to Patrick Mahomes. So I think he'll be doing fine.
Joseph Short, no arm.
All right, so that means that I've got Dan's pick, and this might be one of the more boring ones in the draft. Obviously, I think he's going Steelers. He's said it multiple times, so I've got him down as the Steelers. Prime, next big one. Who do you have for Woods?
Good. I was thinking about this one, and Prime is out of the AFC South. Woods was considering a powerhouse team like the Niners. He was thinking maybe the Falcons, but Woods is sitting here, and the Jaguars are there for the taking. It's his hometown team. Woods has said, hey, I'm not going to go Jaguars unless I'm about to retire, but they're right here. This is his time. He takes Jacksonville and goes home.
All right, Woods to the Jackson. He did say, though, that would be the end of his SML career if he took the Jags. So
he said it'd be 2. That would be he'd have 2 more seasons left when he picks Jags. Is what he said.
I don't know how he comes up with the math, but
it's just this random thing.
Woods might not have 2 seasons left in him. Period. I don't know if his Madden life. He's getting up there. All right, so Straw, who do you have for QP? This is kind of another gimme.
Yep. For QP, I kept it the same thing. I thought he was going back with the Chargers. Homer. I saw QP sticking with his team, riding it out, and trying to even have a better cycle than he did last time with the Chargers.
Yeah, I can see that. I think they're definitely a team that took a step back, but I think he's already said he's going to go Chargers no matter what. So if they're there, I think he takes them. AJ, you got meats.
He's a hard one because he hasn't really given much in chat regarding who he's leaning for. At least not that I've seen. But I'm gonna put meats at the Dolphins. I think he's gonna like that speed a lot. He's gonna like the passing game. He's got a young running back. A-Chain's fast. He likes the speedy backs. Nobody's in that division yet. So I'm gonna slot meats in as the Dolphins.
All right, I like that. That means I've got Dump. Let's see. Dump has said that he's not taking a stack team. Then he said he was taking the Chiefs. Now he did call the Bengals a middle of the road team, so I don't know if what his definition of teams are. So I've got him taking the Texans. I think he gets a
Ooh.
quarterback. He gets there's nobody in that AFC South other than Woods. So I've got him taking the Texans.
Yeah, that's a good one. That messes with my pick. I had Tiny thinking maybe he'll take the Titans. And you know what? Tiny's still going Titans because he sees Dump in there, but he's like, I could still probably get second in the division and still get maybe a 7 seed in the playoff race. There's Woods. Tiny likes playing against Woods already. He had the division with him last year. They know each other well. Tiny taking the Titans prime out of the division. All of a sudden, things happen in the AFC South.
All right. Straw, that means you get Pauly. Who do you have Pauly taking at 11?
This is who I would love to see Polly take. I think this would be a good spot for him here. Based on the way he plays, I loved watching him use Jahmyr Gibbs. And looking, there's no one in this division yet. But this is a good team, a lot of great weapons, great running game. I want to see Pauly take the Jets. I think the Jets would be a great fit for him.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't think I saw
Interesting.
that coming. That's not a bad one. With Brees Hall, I could see him doing similar. And you're right,
He'd
nobody's
want
there.
that.
Prime went to the.
He'd want that
went to
smoke
the
with
NFC.
Meats. Him and Meats have been going at it in chat like two little girls.
Yeah, that's true too. I could see
That'd be
that.
funny. Yeah, Paulie ain't afraid of meat. Paulie doesn't like his pick at 11 though. He's used to picking like 18 to 22. He does not like this. He can't pick on division as much. He has to pick on team.
Yeah, that's gonna make it difficult for him. But if he takes the Jets, you've got the Patriots who are terrible anyway, and then the Bills. They're kind of falling apart. They're in a down year. I mean, no Diggs there. I think maybe that's.
I think
the Jets
also
team.
if he takes the Jets there, he knows Fig or Bean's going to take the Patriots. So in a way, he kind of knows what's going to fill in that division if he does some math like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that means who's up next? That would be AJ, right? Yeah, AJ's up next. You have Bean.
Bean's been calling a shot a little bit, so I'm gonna call him on it. He's gonna choose division here. He's gonna pick the Broncos.
Whoa.
Why do you think
He
the
said
Broncos?
on multiple occasions, if me and QP are in the same division, he might just join and pick the Broncos. So I'll call it. Last year he called all year that he was going to take the Patriots, and nobody believed him, and he took the Patriots. So
That's true.
Also, he might not like the Paulie Meats division. He might say, I don't want to play with those guys. I want to play with QP.
Yeah, I don't think he's a guy that really worries too much about his division other than scheduling. He's not going to run from competition, but that's early to take that Broncos team.
Yeah.
sure is.
So that means that, that
Really
gives
just take
us
the
Fig.
Pats too on that regard.
That means I'm up with Fig. I think there's no way he doesn't take the Bengals, right? He gets Burrow, he gets Jamar Chase. The Lions are gone, so you have the 98 speed there gone. The Chiefs are gone, your speed guys there. The Dolphins. I think it's the Bengals at that point. He gets Burrow, he gets a good quarterback. So it's gonna be Burrow for me and Fig's pick there. So Prime,
That's a
you
good
got
one.
Doink.
That's a tough one. I know the Vikings are sitting there. Doink is kind of a Vikings fan, but he also sees me as the Bears and you as the Lions, and he doesn't want that mess. So call me crazy, but I look at that. I look at that Texans team, and I know Dump's there. A little bit of a rivalry, but the division's a little bit weaker. And CJ Stroud is a quarterback. Doink likes his quarterbacks. I think he goes Houston and takes the Texans.
That's the team that we have Dump taking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That may throw you for a
Okay.
loop there.
How are the 49ers looking? Are they still on the board?
Oh, they're still on the board.
Nobody
Nobody
in
in
the
that division,
division.
though.
How's nobody in the division? He's going to San Francisco the whole time. He pulled a Fumaruski on us. He's going to San Fran. He's got CMC. He's got George Kittle. He's got Brock Purdy, which he'll trade to get set feet lead. He'll be fine.
All right. Straw, that brings you up with the D-Muse pick, another one that's probably a gimme.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is the one I was looking at. I'm like, is there any way he doesn't take the Saints? D Muse sticking with that team and going with the Saints.
All right, so we got D-Muse with the Saints. I know a lot of people are down on the Saints. I don't think they're that bad this year. Now maybe that's my Ohio State bias because they do have Chase Young, Olave, and Lattimore, but they added some pieces that I think for Madden will be pretty good.
Yeah, I think in overall, you could look. They had a weird season in real life, and so I think overall, you kind of look at them and you might think that they don't really have that many pieces. But I mean, a lot of young guys, Demario Davis still, Tyrann Mathieu, Marshawn Lattimore, with then Chris Olave. I mean, I still think they got a lot of pieces to do a lot of great things.
Yeah, absolutely. So AJ, that means you get another tough one. You've got Mike. Who do you have him taking? Maybe not as tough as you think.
Yeah. Looking at the board currently, I'm gonna slot Mike in the empty division with
Oh,
the
really?
Eagles. Yep, I'm gonna put Mike at the Eagles.
Mike's a
They're still
Colts fan.
floating out there.
No Colts, huh?
Well,
Wow.
whatever. In my head, the Colts are gone. I'm not even looking at that. So
He's
mean,
in
to be
Dump's division
honest,
too. He doesn't want to play Dump. I get that.
Yeah, I was just
yeah.
saying
So I'm
he
gonna
gave
put
Forsman
him in at the
3.
Eagles. I know he's not gonna pick the Cowboys, so we're gonna go Eagles.
All right, so Mike to the Eagles. So that brings us to 17, and that means I've got Gutta. I know he's a Raiders fan.
I think he would have went.
You think Mike goes Colts? Even playing
No,
Dump?
I think he would have went. 1, 2. Who else is left in the AFC North?
AFC North is the Browns is the only team left.
I think he'd taken the Browns there. He looks at Fig, Matt, and Dan, all guys who are fairly sim in his eyes. I think he would have taken them. But AJ's a smart guy. AJ knows Mike better than me. That's all I'll say.
See now, Mike's in chat. He says he snap takes the Vikings, which
Wow.
would be me, you, and Mike in there with the Packers open.
Update the chart. Screw AJ.
Oh,
Put freaking
AJ
Mike
gave
at the
him-
Vikings.
AJ picked him the Eagles.
Jeez,
Crazy things
AJ.
happen
AJ
on
just
the
doesn't have
countdown.
his
You
finger
already
on the
missed
pulse of the
whole
league.
draft
That's all.
if you put freaking Prime anywhere but the Colts. I mean, this is screwed now.
Yeah,
You nuked this draft, dude.
that's right. Hey, you never know. We saw the Chargers and the Chiefs. Two teams wouldn't have thought you would take, but you did. So let's put the Bears
did.
up there. All right, so that means at 17 we've got Gutta. I know he's a Raiders fan. I think he even said he was going to take the Raiders, but there's no way you take the Raiders at the midpoint of the draft after you've just had them. And I think they've gotten worse. I mean, it's not like they got better. I could see him maybe taking the Raiders, though, because he gets, QP, Bean, AJ. Maybe he likes that in a team. But I think I've got him taking the Bills here. He gets Pauly, he gets Meats. I'm going to give him the Bills. He also gets a quarterback, which is one thing he hasn't really had too much of. So I'm going to give him the Bills.
Wow.
Josh Allen has set feet lead this Madden, right? Is that what I heard?
He does have set
Is that
feet
true?
lead this Madden, at least in head-to-head. All right.
Maybe the best quarterback in the game now. Who knows?
Very well could be. And going from the Raiders to the best quarterback in the game seems like a bit of an upgrade. All right, so that means at 18, Straw's pick, and this time it doesn't land on the guy whose pick it is. So, Prime, who do you have Straw taken at 18? I know he's disappointed Mike ended up with the Eagles.
Yeah. Call me crazy on this one. I think Straw goes to Indianapolis and takes the Colts. Imagine Straw with AR5 to develop. Imagine Straw with Jonathan Taylor. Imagine Straw with Adonai Mitchell. Imagine Straw with Josh Downs and Jelani Woods. The Colts would be back, and he would be a good successor to me as a Colts.
All right, Straw, what do you think about that
love
pick?
I love it. Pair me with my guy Zaire Franklin. I love the Colts, so I'm not mad at that pick there.
All right.
I mean, we all know the Colts aren't actually going to be there, but
I mean, you never know.
Never say never.
But all right, AJ. So you have Noel's pick. This is another one that's kind of good luck.
Golly, this one's tough. I don't think him and Colt usually like to play in the same division. I don't think Colt wants to go back to the same division he was this cycle. So let's take him to the NFC West maybe. Slot him in at the Seahawks.
Okay.
He likes the Seahawks.
He has been the Seahawks before, and that was before they had Kenneth Walker. So that'll be a little upgrade for him. I think he had maybe Chris Carson when he was there. So maybe he
He
does go
walks
back there.
a-
They're a little bit different looking team.
Yeah.
All right, so that means I've got
They have some
Colt.
decent-
And see, I don't think there's any way Colt goes Cardinals or Rams here.
No.
Colt, there's a team on the board I think is a perfect team for Colt. I think I've already mocked him to this team probably last year too, but I don't think they made it to him. I'm going with the Falcons for Colt. Colt throws to his running back
Is
and
that a
his tight
receiving
end.
back?
Yep, you got Bijan Robinson and you got Kyle Pitts. There's no way he
Yeah.
goes anywhere else. Well, there's no way he should go anywhere else. We'll see where he actually goes, but to me that team just fits him perfectly. All right, so that means you have Torque, Prem.
I think Torque, he hasn't had a quarterback. Last cycle, he had CJ Stroud, but he couldn't really develop him too well. So I think he wants to go to a team with a quarterback that kind of has the intangibles. So I've been kind of tossing around. I thought maybe the Panthers, but Bryce Young really isn't that guy that gets you super excited, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I look over in the NFC side of things, and the Washington Commanders, they're there. Mike FML's in the division. Not a strong division, an empty division. But I think, who's it? Jaden Daniels, is that the name of the young kid that they got?
LSU kid, which is Torque's favorite team.
Let me just say, I didn't even know that. There it is.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. I like that.
I like that. I could see him going Vikings too. Justin Jefferson, another LSU guy. But you get the rookie quarterback. That may be the better call.
Yeah.
All right, so that means Straw, you're up, and your pick is for NYT.
Yeah. Looking at who's left, looking at what we got here, and let me look at these divisions. I'm gonna go with who I would love to see NYT take. I think if I'm not mistaken, let's see, are they still there? I want to see NYT roll with the Browns.
Again.
I want to see NYT
Wow.
roll with the Browns. I want to see him. That's one of the best teams up on the board. Roll with Nick Chubb. Roll with Myles Garrett. That's who I want to see. I want to see him go into that division. He knows Dan's in there. Matt's in there. He's got Fig, and that's where I want to see him go. I want to see NYT go to the Browns.
Are you sure? Because I'm reading NYT and he is saying the exact opposite right now. I mean, it is the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Sticking the middle finger to KP too. The very next pick.
I meant Dallas. I meant he wanted to go to Dallas. That's where he wants to go.
That's what I was thinking you meant. Sometimes
Yeah,
they sound the
that's
same.
what I thought.
I get
The
what
mic cut.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
You guys heard me say Dallas. I think everybody heard me say Dallas.
All right, so
We'll edit that
NYT,
part
the
out.
Cowboys. He seems to be okay with that pick as well. So we'll go ahead and give him that. So that means, AJ, you've got KP. Do you think he doesn't go
KP's
Browns here?
No, I think he definitely goes Browns. I mean, he even changed his IV today. If the Browns are there at his pick, I think he goes with his favorite team. And they're a good team. They're stacked. You know, Deshaun's serviceable. Everything else on the team is really good. So
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to worry about there is the cap. Other than that, the team's there. They're a little older, I guess, in some spots, but really probably one of the better rosters. All right, so that means I've
especially
got
defensively.
Filthy. So looking at Filthy, I think Filthy likes a quarterback. We've seen him; he throws the ball really well, and to me, it's either the Packers or the Vikings. But he's a Cowboys fan, or not Cowboys, Bears fan. So I don't think he's going to take either of those two teams. And really, there is no quarterback outside of that. I could see him taking. I'm going to say oh man, this is tough. I actually
tough.
don't really like any team for Filthy here.
Does he retire midstream?
Now maybe if this is his choices, I could see that maybe happening. I'm going to give him. You know what? He likes Doink. They play a lot.
Dolphins are there.
No, they're
No,
not.
Meats has the Dolphins.
Oh,
Yeah.
QP says Dolphins. QP, you idiot. Get out of the stream, you
Yeah, Meats
idiot.
has the Dolphins.
Would he take the Buck?
Oh, he says those are missing. Let me see.
Filthy would take the
Updates. There we go.
Vikings, maybe.
Okay, that updated. I don't know why it wasn't before. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I think he gets at least
Interesting.
Baker Mayfield. He gets a little bit of a quarterback there. He's got some other pieces there, but really, that's just a tough spot. I don't really like any of those teams.
Yeah.
All right,
Funny
Okay.
that happened.
so that
in the
means
draft.
Prime, you're up for DW.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys ever watched SpongeBob or not, but there's an episode called The Weenie Hut Jr. And I think DW builds a Weenie Hut Jr. division, and he joins as the New York Giants. He's got NYT there. He's got Mike there. Torque is a primetime 000 of that division. And he says, hey, I'm going to plug in my Pantera on my iPod. I'm going to go, we're all black, and I'm going to try to win the division with the New York Football Giants.
Okay, I like that pick. I could see DW doing something like that.
Yeah, that's good. I like that for D-Dub.
So, and I think that actually, I think when that pops up like that, I think Torque at least is one to celebrate because that means that closes out the
Yeah.
division and Stavo can't get in there.
Yeah.
But that means
I agree.
at pick 26, Straw, who do you have Stavo taking?
Yeah, I think Stavo, I don't know if he took enough punishment. And so maybe he jumps back in. He's looking at the quarterbacks there. I think Stavo is a great he's a great passer. I mean, he's really balanced. He plays really well. It seems like iron sharpens iron with this guy. And he didn't take enough beating. So he goes ahead and he joins this division. He takes the Packers.
The Packers.
Wow.
Okay.
If he plays Bomber and I both, he's going to end up getting kicked by week 12.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right, so Stavo gets the Packers. That means QB Stud is up next. He's already upset that DW closed out that division. He couldn't get in there. And now QB's saying he can't go Vikings because Stavo's in there. So who do you have him taking, AJ?
Well, him and Doink been going at it as of recent, so I'm gonna slide him in at the Panthers. It's a winnable division. It's gonna be tough with Filthy and Dom, but that'll be a very competitive division. Panthers suck, but I mean, you either pick the Vikings and you got three really really good players. You take the Panthers, probably have a winnable division. So there you go.
To AJ's point, the Miami Dolphins this cycle, QB Stud's words here. They said they didn't fit him well. They had 99 speed Jalen Waddle, 99 overall quarterback Brent Dwyer, 98 overall, 95 speed running back A-Chain. So maybe the Panthers fit him better.
There you go.
It could be. So that means at 28, I've got it looks like Raider fan, and he wants me to give him the Cardinals because we do have a super secret trade. If I take the Lions,
No!
I'm going to give him the Cardinals.
No, well, I want Marvin Harrison Jr. I will trade. I'll
so-
give somebody a top 5 pick in the draft next year.
Yep. So I'm going to give Raider fan the Cardinals and Jamison Williams for Marvin Harrison Jr. in season 2.
Oh.
And
Bro, he's gonna nix you on that trade if the Raiders are there. You know he is.
yeah, I would think he
Yeah,
would
you
take the
hope-
Raiders. I
You
mean,
better
he's
hope
Raider
Raider takes
fan.
the Raiders.
yeah, Raider fan, but I don't know if their best receiver might have like an 85 speed. So I have a feeling
big Hunter
Raider
Renfrow.
fan may be our new fig when it comes to who you want to send your fast receivers to.
So you got Gutta and Raider fans skipping on the Raiders.
Yeah, I don't blame them. I would skip on the Raiders. They'd probably 32 for me.
Wow.
Them are the Titans. All right, so that means Prime, you've got Steve MC. He's a 49er fan. Not going to end up with quite as good a team as he had this cycle. Who do you have him taking?
Yeah, I'm trying to just look through. I think he's depressed looking at this draft board right now because I'm looking at it and I'm depressed. I think he just he sends in Rams. He texts me and he says Rams and it's all lowercase because he's so upset.
Yeah, I could see that. He's 49er fan. That's not who you want to go, but I actually don't think that team is that bad.
The division,
Pick him where
no
he's at.
Raider fan.
Yeah.
Doink. I mean, it's not a super division. I think you have to play by division at this point.
Yeah. All right. So Straw, you have Spooky as the pick.
Yeah.
Who's the teams left
Man.
here?
Yeah, this
Vikings,
is rough.
Raiders.
I think Spooky is looking at this,
Patriots, Vikings, and Raiders.
and
Patriots,
I
Vikings,
think he's
Raiders.
looking at divisions. I mean, are you taking the Vikings and going in there with Stavo, Prime Bomber? You can go the Raiders, AJ being QP, or you could go Patriots and compete with Meats, Paulie, Gutta. I think he's taking the Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah, he's running from our division bomber because he said he's going to post a video of him throwing a football. It's been 4 days and he hasn't been in chat for 4 days now. I mean, this guy's going to run so fast from me and bomber that he's going to find the weakest division. He's going to find the best team in the weakest division, and he's just going to hide.
Yeah, I could see
Shots
that.
fired.
And Patriots have a rookie quarterback, so there are some pieces there. Christian Gonzalez. So that means you're at
Yeah, they got
CC. CC and T Steel, the two at the bottom, and they have a choice between, or at least CC does, the Vikings and the Raiders. Matt already says, how are the Vikings still left? To me, I could see DW taking the Vikings at 25 maybe, but
Who's DW's favorite team? I don't even know.
the Browns.
Browns.
All right, so CC, who do you have CC taking, AJ?
I have CC taking the Raiders.
Really?
CC's going to take the Raiders. He's going to join me because we kind of know each other a little bit, and he's gonna avoid the super division over there and leave that for T Steel. He'll get his welcome to the SML moment, game 1, more than likely.
All right, so that's our mock draft. I'll tell you what, if I'm T Steel, I'm over the roof, just ecstatic that the Vikings fell to me at 32. But I mean, it happens every year. We see it every draft. There's a team that falls way lower than they should. The Vikings.
T Steel's got to be happy because he knows at this point, he knows Stavo's going to get kicked at some point this cycle. So he knows that he's not going to be the third best guy in the division for long, or the fourth best. He could be the third best.
Yeah, he could. I mean, the Vikings are a team that I've been looking at. Maybe not now that they
They're a good
traded
team.
that corner, but they're definitely a team that
And the
shouldn't
one guy
be at
died.
32. Yeah, and they had one die, but he's still in the game. So as long as they don't patch that, because he actually is probably one of the better corners. But,
Yeah, again, use them.
Yeah.
Beat the roster update.
but
Right.
so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. It looks like we had quite a few guys in here just based on the comments, and we'll see how this turns out. But that's your SML Madden 25 draft order, and the game comes out in less than 48 hours. If
Crazy.
you got your PS5 on rest mode, it's already downloaded.
Downloaded. Mine's downloaded, baby. I'm ready to go.
Well, you're at the Indiana internet. It may be Monday before it gets here, but
I'll let you. It'll be Friday. We'll be playing the regular edition.
there we go. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being on for the mock draft, and good luck this coming cycle.
See you guys.